Hello friends, this is Neeraj Kumar. I welcome you on behalf of KSG to this podcast on social media regulations. Social media has become all pervasive. Almost 70% of the global population has some presence or the other in the social media, and there are a lot of leading players in this space. Typically, they connect consumers with digital content creators and earn their money through advertising by the interaction between customers and the products and services offered by the companies. Most of them do not create their content, and they have always contended that since the content which is published on their platforms is what the users have done, and hence they are exempt from any kind of libel suits, defamations, or any other laws and regulations that govern the traditional media like newspaper, TV, etc. So far, they have been tasked with self-policing whatever content they host. And they have also relied on its users to flag and report whatever is inappropriate or which goes against their community guidelines. Recently, India announced that it will join a list of countries that regulate social media. Australia, Singapore, many countries in Europe and China have extensive regulations around social media. The goal of most of these regulations is to make social media platforms more liable for the content, whatever they host. And another goal, which the government of India also is trying to ensure is to enforce traceability of content. In some sense to enable some degree of accountability of people who put up content there. Most of the discussion on this topic has been around what should be regulated and what should not be regulated. There is a complete agreement that whatever is illegal should be regulated. Things like child pornography, any kind of threat, violent videos, and similar content. But however, something which is not obviously illegal is very unclear as to how it can be regulated or scrutinized. The governments in India and many countries across the globe, they have argued that something which is unregulated promotes misinformation, promotes hate speech, is many a times a threat to public order, incites terrorist activities, bullying, and anti-national activities. However, there are challenges in this field. It's very difficult to regulate content that is not obviously illegal. For example, misinformation or fake news. Who will decide what is fake, what is not? And how do we decide? Sometimes a content which seems fake could be a satire or sarcasm and has no intention to harm anybody apart from creating some degree of mirth. The important point here is that there's a very high cost in complying with government regulations. And if we impose such high cost on social media companies, that then it inhibits competition. For example, it will discourage newcomers to enter this market because the cost of setting up this platform would be very high. It will also be harm the existing smaller players because they will have to set up these kind of regulations. For a country like India, which needs a lot of startups, a lot of innovation, entrepreneurship, and a lot of investment in this area, it may trigger exit and also discourage new investments in this field. One of the major reasons which is given as to why the government should not try and regulate is that governments do not have the wherewithal to do so. In traditional publishing or media houses like newspaper, magazines, TV, or radio, regulation can be ex ante, as in whatever is published or printed can be regulated before it gets published or printed. Not so in social media. There are billions of users, and whatever regulation that you want to do has to be necessarily exposed after it has been done, given the sheer scale. The government doesn't have the technological wherewithal to detect this and remove social media content at the scale and speed. A considered view is that it should be best left to the tech companies themselves. And there are several reasons. One, of course, is the market. If they have to survive and grow, and if they publish a lot of objectionable and fake and illegal content, consumers will move away. They will go to a platform which is much more reliable, much more amenable to truth and other reasons of society, and is not considered to be untrustworthy. Also, the tech companies have the resources and backgrounds to address the problem. They have the technology, They have the uh, platform which is enabled to handle this. Any other setup will have to invest a lot in trying to develop some of these sophisticated tools and technologies. The government surely has a role to play. It should encourage social media companies to define and periodically update their content standards and enforcement guidelines. In addition, the government should make social media platforms liable for anything which is illegal, or if it's not removed within a certain period of being reported. It could be an hour, could be few minutes, and so on. Now, these things keep getting refined over a period of time. However, there should be a transparent and rapid redressal mechanism to be used in case of any disagreement. This is an evolving area, and thoughts and views will keep coming up as this social media starts getting under the control of the government. Thank you.